I said what I said and I stand by it. Yesterday was a huge cruise news day. We had two shows yesterday. In one of those shows, we talked about Norwegian's big news that they're dropping all remaining COVID 19 protocols. And I made a statement like cruising is back to the way that it was pre COVID. 2019, 2018, and a lot of people agreed. Some did not. Let's talk about that statement on the show today. We're also talking about Carnival. They have a new code of conduct that all of us must abide by. If you don't abide by this new code of conduct, they're now going to fine you. $500, a $500 bill is on the table, whether or not you choose to have fun or you choose to pay the fine. It's up to you. Let's talk about cruising and cruise news right now on Island Time. A big happy Tuesday to all you Islanders. I hope you're having a great day. I appreciate you for stopping by the show. I am Derek, and it is time that we drop our anchors. We take some time and relax together talking about cruising and cruise news. Before we do that, I want to mention this. We've already helped several people this week book their next cruise, and we can help you as well. If you're looking to plan your cruise, maybe you're not ready to book yet, but you want to plan, we can do it. If you're looking to book, we can do it. If you've already booked and you want us to manage your cruise, we can do it. Email us right there, travel@bookislandtime.com. We will take care of you. I promise you that. I can't wait to check that inbox and see your email there. Let's talk about cruising. It's a big cruise news day. It's already been a big week. It's only Tuesday. Norwegian had big news yesterday. We're going to talk about that here in a second. Carnival can now fine you based on your behavior. We're going to talk about that. But first is Norwegian. Norwegian's been in the news. They're going to be all week. Norwegian has their earnings call. Norwegian, they let investors submit questions and vote on questions based on what do you want to hear in this call? What do you want us to discuss? Look at these questions. The first one is around obstacles. What major obstacles are in your way in your data right now? The second's around debt. Norwegian has debt like all other cruise lines, monumental debt. I will say that. How do you plan to pay off your debt? Number three is innovation. A great question to ask a company that you're investing in. What separates you from your competitors? And number four, when will the unvaccinated be able to cruise? That answer, of course, is today. Starting today. Unvaccinated, don't even worry about taking the test. That's what Norwegian said yesterday. Everyone is able to cruise. I thought it was interesting that investors, people who put money into Norwegian holdings, they care about this question. They know that if the unvaccinated can cruise, well, you have more cruisers. You have a bigger population that you can choose from, that can book your sailings, that can cruise with you, spend money, and investors are happy. On yesterday's show, we talked about this news from Norwegian, that they've dropped. You don't have to show your vaccine card. You don't have to take the test if you're unvaccinated. All are welcome to cruise. They're advertising that. They're already putting out promotional material that reflect that. And I made this statement. I made it. That said cruising is back to the way it was pre-COVID. And I think that it is. It's close, especially as Carnival Royal Caribbean align to what Norwegian has done, which they will in the coming days and weeks. I'm telling you now, that's not breaking news. You guys have seen how cruise news flows with protocols. One does it, they all do it, right? It's only a matter of time. But I made this statement that said cruising is back to the way that cruising was pre-COVID. Most people agreed. Some people lashed out. They said, Derek, that's not right. And what I mean by that statement is you can now show up to embarkation day. You can check in. You can make sure your credit card's tied to your account. You put money on your account. You've signed everything. You look good. The health assessment's done. You're waiting to get on board. You don't have to pull that vaccine card out. You don't have to show your test. You don't have to answer the million questions anymore. Norwegian says you don't have to. Cruising looks like that. Cruising also looks like the way it did before COVID-19 on board. Venues now are opened up. It's not limited seating, and this seat's blocked off, and that one is. We can only hold 15 people in this. No. Passengers don't have to wear masks. Ships are now full. We saw Royal Caribbean announce yesterday that crew members can wear a mask if they want to, or not wear a mask if they want to in certain parts of the ship. We're getting there. We're getting there. Cruising is looking like it was before COVID-19 hit, but cruising will never be the same. And I don't want to underestimate what Norwegian Cruise Line and the entire industry has done to make sure that we're safe. Cruising will never look exactly the same as it did before COVID, and part of that is good. It's good. Norwegian, they shared this news yesterday. They also shared some of the enhanced protocols that are in place and will be in place, the levels of cleaning and the chemicals and substances that are used to clean the ship are higher graded, higher branded, more frequent cleaning than ever before. The air filters and air filtration system of public areas of the ship, greater than it's ever been. That's not going back to pre-COVID. We don't want it to go back to pre-COVID. The enhanced onboard medical facilities and medical teams and doctors that are on board, it's not going back to pre-COVID. It's staying, but that's a good thing. I stand by that statement that cruising is like it was pre-COVID-19, and the fact that from the cruiser's eye, embarkation day is easy and the onboard experience is back. It's better than ever. I think it is. Islanders, what do you think about this comment and this notion that cruising is back to the way it was before COVID-19? Let us know your experiences. You're cruisers just like I am. That's all I am, is a cruiser. Let us know what you think in the comment section below. So many of you have cruised since the cruise restart. You've cruised recently, and you can share, of course, your thoughts with us. That's why the comment section is there. While you're there, if you're not a subscriber, I invite you to subscribe. Ring that bell to receive notifications when we upload content. We have a big goal that we're trying to reach this month, and you can help us out with that goal. Let's get to Carnival now. Carnival, they've had an issue on board, right, with passengers fighting. This has been since the cruise restart, really 2022. We've seen those videos, right? Bam, bam, bam. Big group fights. And Carnival has changed policies several times in the last year. Recently, they said, if you're involved in an altercation on board, you're going to be on this no-sell list. You better enjoy your cruise because you're not cruising with us again. They've changed things, but now look at this. A new code of conduct which shares that Carnival can now fine you and bill you. Let's all read this new code of conduct together. We want you to have a memorable vacation, but please remember, a cruise ship is a shared space. Our Carnival values underscore that everyone should feel welcome and included, and that everyone on board demonstrate care and respect toward others. Our experience has taught us that everyone has a better time when children are supervised, noise in the hallways is kept to a minimum, guests follow cues, and that a spirit of community and neighborliness is shown by all. Consistent with our commitment to safety, disruptive behavior is not tolerated, and any guest whose conduct affects the comfort, enjoyment, safety, or well-being of another guest or crew will be disembarked at their own expense and banned from the sailing on Carnival in the future. We've seen that policy. Get this, a little new addition, right? Curveball. Any violation to our code of conduct may result in a fine of $500 and reimbursement of expenses incurred by Carnival as a result of the detainment or disembarkation. And they say, hey, go ahead and look at your cruise contract that you agreed to when you paid the money and you booked the cruise. Look at it. You agreed to it. How about that? Carnival adding this last line here that says, we will fine you $500 and whatever it costs for us to detain you or disembark you, those efforts, those hours, we're going to keep track of them and you're going to pay it. We've got your card on file, by the way, and you agreed to the charge in the code of conduct contract, passenger contract that you signed. Just something new, something more additional that maybe will help passengers continue to choose fun instead of choosing fighting and violating this code of conduct. Islanders, do you think that this will work? Do you think that this new sentence, this possible fine and billing of anything else Carnival has to do will work, slow down people from fighting with each other, from causing disturbances, from disturbing the peace? Let us know what you think in the comment section below. I'm not sure it's going to help. A lot of these people had too much to drink, or maybe they're so angry. What's $500 to them? I hope it helps. I hope it works. I'm a Carnival cruiser. I don't want to see fights, right? I want to enjoy that ship. Islanders, I hope you have an awesome day. I hope you've enjoyed the news today. If so, give us a thumbs up. That helps us a lot. It helps this video be shown to other people who are on YouTube looking for cruise news in a community just like you. And I want to remind you, if you're looking to travel and booking that cruise, email us at travel@bookislandtime.com. We will see all of you in the comment section below, on our Facebook page, and tomorrow right here on Island Time.